osteoporosis is not how much calcium you drink. It's how much calcium you can retain by balancing your pH in body. And of course, most of us will take medication, or we have a doctor here, Dr. Azhar. You say you have to take these, all your patients will come, yes doctor, yes doctor. Nobody dare to say no doctor. Correct, no? And a tablet or a capsule to come from a pharmaceutical company, they have to list all the side effects of the drugs. Without the list of side effects of the drug, it cannot be released and get to the market and get a license. Can you imagine if you have high blood pressure, doctors say you have to take medication for life? Can you imagine? They try to control your high blood pressure, at the same time they're harming your liver, harming your kidneys. Right? Then, on top of that is the stress. Now this is the external factor. I want to highlight a little bit, especially this one, deodorants. Young girls, they use deodorants because when they sweat, you're smelly, your boyfriend will not like it. Or for young men, they're caught with their girlfriend and you're sweating, the girlfriend may not like your smell. So everyone is using the deodorants. What is happening? When you use the deodorants, it is chemical, it is oily. And if long-term put it under your armpits, it's going to block your spores. You will not sweat. That's why you're not smelly. However, this blocking of the sweat pores is going to prevent you from eliminating the toxins. That's why one of the factors that you get for women who get breast cancer, and for men today is also quite common to get breast cancer. This is one of the problems. And of course, cosmetic contains a lot of chemicals. Even some of them contain a lot of heavy metals. Yeah? And in organic farming, yeah, and air pollution, water pollution, that cause problem, and the chlorine in the water is a silent killer. Now, most of us have a filter in the house for clean water. However, when you take a shower, the shower normally we don't filter it, so you have some chlorines in it. Do you know your biggest organ in your body is your skin? Your skin can absorb chlorine, and that causes low-grade inflammation. And this low-grade inflammation is a silent killer because it can punish your circulation, especially the inner surface, become rough. William, can you draw a little bit of the... It's drawn, is it? My son is very helpful. Why the microcirculation become rougher is because due to the inflammation. So this is going to be dangerous because calcium. A lot of people, doctors talking about cholesterol can cause blockage. Actually, majority of the problem is calcium. Calcium can cause blockage. Platelets can cause blockage. When your blood is acidic, it's sticky. So it causes a lot of blockage in your circulation. Now, this is the picture I want you to see. Now, the first one is the normal pH, which is 7.35. In live blood analysis, it should look this way. However, you and I, we can't maintain that good pH. Because why? We're eating a lot of animal protein. Sometimes we get stressed. Yeah? So our blood can become sticky once we take the animal protein, and your blood cells can become linkage together. Yeah? And if you take more high fats, high protein is even worse. All your blood vessels, especially the red blood cells or your platelets, become piling up. Okay? And then you see, in long term, it can develop into a blood clot. And what is going to happen? You look at the blood circulation. Yeah? All the blood circulation, it should be patent. Carrying what? Oxygen, nutrition, immune cells to all parts of the body to protect you, right? And you eliminate the toxins, right? When your blood is acidic like this, and you have inflammation in the arteries, more cholesterol, fats, and then calcium, everything is going to stuck here in the artery. So in the long run, your artery become hardened. Have you watered your plant in your garden? The hose, you can press it. That when you have long-term this type of blockage, it's just like your hose become hardened, become pressed. Then you will have high blood pressure. Yeah. Now, this is the aquarium. If your pH is normal, then it's just like the aquarium with clear water. The fish can swim. However, if you have a sticky blood like this, it's just like you pour a bucket of mud in the aquarium. Your fish can't even swim, will die. And so, same thing with our cells. Your cells cannot survive without oxygen, it turns into cancer. And of course, in the long run, it causes degeneration of the organs. So, for example, your pancreas, in long term, it becomes malfunction, it cannot produce insulin, then you have diabetes. And maybe it's in the kidney, and long term, your kidney cannot perform properly, then we have kidney problems. And this can be in the brain. If in the brain, and then this person will have dementia. So all this, we are talking about cells and circulations. And this one take about 10 to 15 years to develop. Now, this young gentleman is 30 years old. He may not have any symptoms. But if you're not going to start prevention actions now, give him another 10 years when he's 40. When 40, you have established career, he may marry a young, beautiful wife, and have a few cute children, and when you have problems, you're going to regret it. Why? It take a long time to treat. That's why I always say prevention is better than cure. Don't wait till your problem. This is the time you should take prevention measures. Okay? Now, I'll give you an example of high blood pressure because this is very common. I'm sure some of you, your parents or your grandparents have this high blood pressure. And doctor will take it very lightly. It's okay, you come to the clinic and when you have high blood pressure, doctor will say, I give you a pill to lower your blood pressure, don't worry. And you will assume you are healthy, then you continue your unhealthy way of eating. And although your blood pressure can be maintained, they will continue to have complications. They will end up with heart attack, the heart will end up with a stroke, and end up with a kidney failure. Right? Now, I'll give you an example of stroke. This is one of the examples that the blood vessel burst because it becomes fragile. It's hardened, right? And you bleed in the brain, and this one is the total blockage of the blood vessel. And these two types of stroke is equally dangerous because it's going to damage your brain cells. You know, brain cell once it's damaged, it's very difficult to revive. So prevention of stroke is very important. Now, this is an example of heart problem. You know, someone have a chest pain. And where do you go? Go to the doctor. And doctor say, I will have an x-ray, do an angiogram. When they discover you have a blockage, doctor will say, tell you, okay, maybe they put a stent there, or they do a dilatation. And once the surgery is done, you think, your blockage is open, you don't have any pain. Then you continue your unhealthy way of eating again. But do you know if you join your blood vessels all together, it go around the earth 2.5 times. So can you imagine the blockage will just pick your heart to block? You can have blockage all over, in your brains, in your organs, in your kidneys, and you have very bad blood environment. So I have a lot of patients with heart case. In the end, they live long enough, they come back with cancer. Right? Now, how do you help this group of patients to prevent complications? Now, it's your duty. I'm teaching you today, right? Prevent complications and help them to become healthy. You have the solution for them. Alright? Now, number one, you balance the pH in the body by making the blood less sticky. And the best product I have told you is the reishi powder. The reishi powder and the microwave, they have an empty session to show you.